Imagine for a moment the absolute deepest silence you can possibly conceive. A silence so profound that it feels heavy, pressing against your chest. Now, imagine that silence stretching out for billions of miles in every single direction. No sunrise, no wind, no voices, just a freezing, eternal night. Right now, in this exact moment, about 15 billion miles away from the warm, blue planet you call home, a small piece of humanity is experiencing exactly this. It is flying through a void so vast, so unfathomably empty that human brains are simply not equipped to understand it. This is Voyager 1, built by human hands, launched by human dreams, and now, completely, terrifyingly alone. It is moving at an incredible speed of 38,000 miles per hour, yet, in the grand scale of the cosmos, it looks as though it is standing perfectly still. It left Earth in 1977. Most of the people who tightened its bolts, who coded its primitive computers, who waved goodbye as it rode a pillar of fire into the sky, are now gone. But the machine lives on. It is a prisoner of its own momentum, exiled to the darkest corners of the universe. It is our greatest triumph, and yet, looking at it out there in the freezing dark, it is impossible not to feel a profound sense of cosmic dread. It is the ultimate ghost ship, sailing an ocean without shores. Voyager 1 was not born to be alone. It was born to be an explorer, a tourist among the giants of our solar system. According to NASA's archives, its primary mission was a grand tour of the outer planets. When it arrived at Jupiter, it sent back images of chaotic storms and volcanic moons that left scientists breathless. But it was at Saturn where the true scale of our universe began to reveal itself. Imagine the view through Voyager's primitive cameras, witnessing the complex, icy architecture of Saturn's majestic rings up close. If you were to place planet Earth right next to those rings, our entire world, every ocean, every mountain, every human life would look insignificant. A tiny, fragile marble next to a gas giant. But gravity is a strict master. Every time Voyager 1 visited these beautiful worlds, it used their massive gravitational pull to slingshot itself forward. It stole a tiny fraction of their energy to boost its own speed. These encounters were beautiful, but they were also a trap. By swinging past Saturn, Voyager 1 was thrown off the orbital plane of the planets. It was forcefully ejected. There was no turning back, no brakes, no return ticket. The very planets it came to study were the ones that banished it into the interstellar wilderness. As the giant worlds faded into the distance, shrinking into tiny specks of light, the true terror of the mission began to set in. The bustling, crowded solar system was left behind. Ahead lay only the interstellar medium, the cold, unforgiving space between the stars. In 1990, at the request of the legendary astronomer Carl Sagan, NASA commanded Voyager 1 to turn its camera around one last time. From 3.7 billion miles away, it took a picture of its home. Earth appeared as a fraction of a pixel, a pale blue dot suspended in a sunbeam. That was the last time Voyager ever looked back. After that, NASA permanently turned off its cameras to save power. Voyager 1 was now flying blind. And this is where the story turns from an adventure into a tragedy. Voyager 1 is powered by the decay of plutonium-238. It is a nuclear battery, but it does not last forever. Every single year, the spacecraft loses about 4 watts of electrical power. Imagine being out in the freezing dark, knowing your life support is slowly dripping away. To keep the spacecraft alive, NASA engineers have had to make heartbreaking decisions. Over the decades, they have slowly amputated Voyager's senses. They turned off the heaters. They turned off the sensors. They commanded the spacecraft to sacrifice parts of itself just so the core could keep beating. Instruments that survived the violent radiation of Jupiter and the freezing shadows of Saturn were shut down, abandoned to the cold, dropping to hundreds of degrees below freezing. In August 2012, NASA confirmed that Voyager 1 had crossed the heliopause, the magnetic bubble created by our sun. It officially left the solar system. But the triumph is heavily shadowed by its current reality. Soon, perhaps in the next few years, there will not be enough power left to run even a single instrument. Voyager 1 will lose its ability to speak to us. On that day, there will be no explosion, no dramatic failure. From our perspective on Earth, it will simply stop whispering. The radio waves will go flat, but the spacecraft will not stop. It will continue to plunge into the dark, entirely alone, completely numb, carrying a golden record full of human greetings that it can no longer understand. Once the power dies, Voyager 1 enters a terrifying new phase of its existence. Eternity. We are no longer talking about the history of human spaceflight. We are talking about the geological time of the universe itself. In about 40,000 years, long after the pyramids have turned to dust and human civilization has either transformed or perished, Voyager 1 will drift within 1.7 light-years of an obscure star called Gliese 445. It won't stop. It won't slow down. It will simply pass by in the dark, a silent ghost haunting the cosmic graveyard. It will continue to orbit the center of the Milky Way galaxy for millions, perhaps billions of years. Imagine the things this dead machine will silently witness. It might drift through the glowing remains of dead stars. It might pass close to the edge of a rogue black hole, safely beyond the reach of spaghettification, but close enough to feel the gravitational distortion of space and time itself. Around 4 billion years from now, our Milky Way galaxy will collide with the Andromeda galaxy. The night sky will be torn apart by a brilliant, violent dance of hundreds of billions of stars. Planets will be thrown from their orbits. Solar systems will be shredded. And through all this unimaginable chaos, Voyager 1 will still be there. A microscopic needle in a cosmic haystack, stubbornly drifting through the violence of an emerging universe. When our sun eventually expands into a red giant and swallows the Earth whole, erasing all physical evidence that humanity ever existed, Voyager 1 will survive. It will become our ultimate monument. Eventually, trillions of years from now, when the last stars burn out and the universe goes entirely dark, Voyager 1 might still be floating in the endless void. It is the loneliest object in existence. It is terrifying in its isolation. But perhaps there is a strange comfort in that fear. We sent a piece of ourselves into the unforgiving dark, knowing it would never return. We knew the terrifying scale of the cosmos, and we reached out anyway. Voyager 1 will never come home. But as long as it flies, humanity is not entirely gone. Thank you for watching Cosmophobia. If you enjoy exploring the beautiful, terrifying depths of the universe, subscribe and join us in the dark.